Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the page. Hopefully you can hear me and see me okay. I can't really see myself very well in the little viewfinder, and I'm wearing my glasses, so that's like creating this huge reflection in my eyes. So hopefully you guys can see me. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new, my name is Sarah. I'm a Christian life coach and content creator. And if you're not new, then welcome back. Thank you guys so much for being here today. So disclaimer that I wanted to share with you guys, and this is kind of what this whole video is going to be about today, is that I'm not feeling well right now. You might be able to tell, you might not be able to tell, but I'm not feeling great right now. And I know that I could have just come on here, well, I could have not come on here and not done a video today, but the reason I decided that I would is because I was thinking about a little message last night / this morning, and it has to do with what I've been learning as I've been going through this battle of not feeling well a lot frequently. And so it kind of created this message that I wanted to share with you guys. So I just thought it kind of makes sense for me to just do it as I'm feeling this way. And then the other thing is that because I'm not having a great day, I was like, you know what, I can still come on here and share a message, because that's also real life, and it is definitely not real life that I have a good day every day and feel amazing and feel so inspired and want to share a message. So yeah, sorry if my hair looks crazy. Again, I literally can't see it. My hair might look 100% normal, but I just was like, I don't have the capacity to like even get ready at all for this video, which I know doesn't really matter, but for some reason I'm just really struggling with like even seeing the little viewfinder because of this glare on my glasses. But anyways, so basically, what is my message for today? So, well, I just wanted to share with you guys, and I'm not sharing this because I am trying to have empathy or sympathy or to have a pity party or to be a victim in any way. But basically over a long period of time, I have worn myself out with overworking and with stress, which has led to burnout. And I have mentioned in the past few videos that I have been dealing with extreme burnout, but I didn't understand actually what it was. I thought it was just burnout like within ministry and business, but it's also physical burnout as well, which I've been realizing. And so basically I have been getting sick. I started getting sick in May. So it's been May, June, July, August, September. So about 4.5 to 5 months that I've started to experience this, where first I thought that I had the flu. I thought that I had COVID. And then, so that happened the first time where I was sick, and then Adam never got sick. Nobody around me got sick. And then it happened 2 weeks later, and then I would get better, and then it would happen like 1 week later, and then I would get better, and then it would happen 2 weeks later, and then I get better, and it would happen 1 week later. So since I've got home from Toronto, which was only a month ago, I've been sick 2 times. So I got sick the first time, and then I got better for a week, and then I've been sick since last Friday, and tomorrow is Friday, so I've been sick for 1 week straight. So I still continue to do a little bit of things. I still do like computer work, and I recorded a podcast episode yesterday, but basically I haven't been doing very much when I'm feeling this way. And so what I realized is that I think that what I've been struggling with is called adrenal fatigue, I'm pretty sure. And I know that if you Google adrenal fatigue, it will say that like adrenal fatigue doesn't exist, because a lot of doctors, I think in like Western medicine, don't really believe that adrenal fatigue is a thing. I can't speak for everyone, but that's just like generally adrenal fatigue is not really recognized medically a lot. But I work with a naturopathic doctor who practiced, so she is a doctor, and she's also a naturopathic doctor. Anyway, so I've been working with her, and I have a meeting with her coming up to try to figure out basically how to like continue healing. But pretty much what I've realized is that I have just been so stressed. Like, I've had chronic stress for a very long period of time that it has eventually just taken a toll on my body. And so any type of emotional, mental, or physical stress has been pushing me over the edge to then basically get sick. So however, so as frustrating as it's been, because I actually want to work, like I love working and I love working out and I love socializing, and there's so much that I want to do that I haven't been able to do, or I can't do when I'm not feeling well, because if I do it, it will actually push me back even farther. So I have to actually just continue to rest and rest and rest, which, like, I'm so bored resting. But I know that God doesn't waste anything. And so I'm going to share with you guys what God has been teaching me through feeling this way. And I also hope that it can be an encouragement to you if you are someone who is either experiencing some type of I don't know if it's sickness or just struggle in general, whether it's like a mental struggle, physical struggle. So I hope that this could inspire you, because I know how frustrating it is to feel like you can't do things. So that's number one. And then number two, also, I feel like it's like, I just want this to be a reminder, if you have been dealing with chronic stress or overworking yourself or different things like that, just to be really mindful to listen to your body and not to push yourself, despite what society says about just pushing through things and pushing yourself. If you're the type of person that needs to get a lot of sleep at night, then get a lot of sleep at night. If you know that certain foods make you feel better, then you have to listen to that. If you know that even though you feel like you should be doing longer exercises, or you feel like you should be working longer hours, if your body's telling you that no, you can't, then you have to listen to your body. So, because otherwise you pay for it later on in the long run, and then your recovery is longer. But anyways, what I realized throughout this, and I took a couple notes because I actually wrote this in my quiet time this morning with the Lord. So a couple of things is, one, I wrote down, I have to learn to trust God and not rely on myself. So that's one thing which I think a lot of people can attest to. So for an example, 2 weeks ago was when I got sick for the first time since I got back to Vancouver. And it was a combination of a few things. One, I had a terrible sleep. Then I pushed myself with socializing. Then I pushed myself with work. And then what pushed me over the edge was this stress that came on, because basically Adam went on a hike, and he basically, like, our church group went first, and then he went to go catch up with them later. And he didn't have like a signal up there, like on the mountain. And we have each other on this like GPS thing, like Find Your Friends or something like that. I forget what it's called. Or it's called maybe Life 360 app. But anyways, and I have that with my parents as well, just so that like we know where we are for safety and things like that. So I got extremely stressed out because I didn't know where he was. I didn't know if he had caught up with them. And my calls were going through and my text messages were going through, but he wasn't answering. And then on the GPS, it showed that he hadn't moved from this like spot he was in. So it like literally looked like he was like in a ditch or something. Anyways, it extremely stressed me out. And yeah, I was literally just like, I felt helpless, and he was totally fine. He had caught up with them, and he was like having the best time of his life probably. While I was just like at home worrying. And so I could feel that I stressed myself out so much. And anyway, so I was going back and forth in that moment between like, God is taking care of Adam. Like, God has a plan for Adam. I'm not Adam's savior. I can't go and like, jump in a car and go and do a search for him or something. You know what I mean? Like in this moment, I also didn't have the car. He had the car. So, and that wouldn't have really been helpful anyways, because he wasn't even there. So, but I kept going back and forth between like reading Psalm 91, like reciting Psalm 91 and saying like, no, Lord, it says that in your word, like I always plead Psalm 91 over Adam. And in your word it says that he will not strike his foot against his, oh my gosh, he will not strike his foot on a rock, and he will be able to trample on scorpions and cobras. Why do I always confuse that? Scorpions and cobras? Is it cobras? I don't know. I'm really tired right now. Anyways, so I was like reading these things, over Adam. So I was going back and forth between I trust God and then freaking out. And whether it was that particular situation with Adam or whether it was anything else, in those moments, I do rely on myself because I rely on what I'm capable of doing, which I know that God obviously has given us a brain and wisdom and things like that. But in that moment, there really was not much that I could do. Like I was contacting friends and stuff like that, but he was fine. And I also needed to trust that he was fine, and me freaking out was not really going to help anything. So I realized that when it comes to stress in general, whether it was a situation like that or whether it was anything else, I have to be able to give it to the Lord and trust. And my parents have explained situations like that so many times with myself, like when I was a teenager and I was not living for the Lord and I was going out and partying and doing all these different things. My parents had every reason to stay up all night worrying and freaking out, not knowing who I was with, what I was doing, and they had a reason to worry. But my dad would say something along the lines of no, Lord, you told me to pray for Sarah and you have a plan for her and she is your daughter, and I trust you with her, so I'm going to trust you with her and I'm going to go to sleep. And so again, we have so many reasons to worry about things, whether it's someone else we're worrying about or our own health or our own situations or just different unknown stressors in life. We have every reason to worry, but is that going to do anything? And can we just say, Lord, I trust you and I'm going to go to sleep now, or I'm going to rest now, or it's going to be okay. So that was one thing, was me realizing that I need to be able to trust God more and not rely on myself, because I will often rely on my own capabilities to get things done, because I feel like I know that I am a very ambitious person and a very capable person, and if something needs to get done, I am going to do it. My mind cannot comprehend not going out and getting something accomplished when you need to get it accomplished. I love to-do lists, I love goals, it's just easy for me. So when it comes to resolving issues, the problem is that my mind then goes to that same thing of I can resolve this instead of God can resolve this. So that was one revelation that I had. And then also learning to deal with stress in general. And again, just not relying on my own strength, because I was thinking life doesn't necessarily, I'm not saying it gets harder, but it doesn't necessarily get easier. There's always going to be stressors. And then I was thinking when I'm a mom, I'm going to be worried about my kids. And I need to learn how to handle stress better in general and not take it on myself. So, and be able to cast my burdens onto the Lord, because that stress is what is also wearing me down and wearing down my health. So that was the other thing. And also people pleasing and fear of missing out. So another thing that I realized is that I would also get myself more sick and more worn down, because if I had plans with someone, I'm a type of person where if I make a commitment, I'm going to follow through. I am such a reliable person, a dependable person, that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And if I say I'm going to be somewhere, I'm going to be there and I'm going to be on time. All these things are very, very important to me. But the thing is that, so then if I'm not feeling well in a moment, not a contagious sick, but just run down, or when I'm pushing myself too hard, I would have a problem saying I can't come today or I have to cancel, because it's people pleasing and I don't want to disappoint anyone. So, and that's always been something that I've struggled with, is not wanting to disappoint people. And yeah, but the problem is that if I do that all the time, then I end up disappointing myself and also the people closest to me, including my husband, because then I won't be able to be there for him or for myself or for God if I'm just constantly trying to please everyone else. So it has also taught me about having to say no. The other week I started to feel like this. I had told someone I was going to be somewhere, and so I went, but I think that that's what pushed me over the edge to get even more sick. So I just have to be able to say no. And I think that's something that the Lord has also been teaching me as well, is about people pleasing. And then there's also fear of missing out as well. Like, I signed up for these Pilates classes that I'm so excited to go to, and the first class was today, and I had to miss it because I was like, I'm not feeling well. But it was so hard for me to miss it because I'm like, I said I was going to be there, I'm signed up. I'm like, what if they have like a name sheet and they like call my name and I'm not there, and what if they think I'm not, like, and I called them too, but like it didn't do anything. Yeah, and just fear of missing out, just like I don't want to miss out on things. And so then I get anxious because I'm like, you know, for example, it's been such beautiful weather here and I want to ride my bike and I want to do things, but I can't. And then it makes me anxious because I want to be out enjoying things. So I know that the Lord wants to work in me that fear of missing out as well. And then one of the last things is pushing myself with exercise. So the other thing with what I've been experiencing is that the more that you push yourself with exercise, as much as exercise is good for you, it can also push you over the edge so that you're not feeling well. So certain types of exercises like HIIT workouts, whatever intense workouts that I usually love to do, when I do that, it's like, number one, I'm pushing myself over the edge, but it's hard for me to say no to exercise. And it becomes almost to the point that's like, it's just not healthy. Like, I have to be able to say no if my body is saying, we're not going to exercise today. And I have to not think like, oh, I'm just being lazy, and I have to not exercise if I'm not feeling well enough to exercise. One of the last ones was screen time, because screen time is also exhaustive in a different way, even though you might not feel it, that you're tired, but looking at your phone so much or watching too much TV or whatever it is also going to be depleting as well. So that's another thing that I feel the Lord has been showing me, is with screen time on my phone, and how that can also exhaust and stress me out as well, even if I feel like, well, I'm not really working, I'm just doing this. But yeah, and then the last thing I wrote down is that that God is a God of boundaries, and He knows better than me. So I was just praying that He will be Lord over the boundaries in my life, physical boundaries with exercise, boundaries with socializing, boundaries with work, boundaries with stress, like all these different things. So anyways, I'm not sharing this because I want people to feel bad for me. I actually don't like that, and I'm not looking to be a victim. I'm like the total opposite of that. I am the type of person where I actually usually won't tell someone that I'm not doing well until I'm doing better, because I just want to like retreat and go and like take care of myself and heal and learn what I have to learn and come back better. And I also don't like to give negative situations life by speaking into them and saying that like, oh, I'm struggling with my health. Like, I don't really like saying things like that, because I pray over my adrenal glands, and like I put my hands on my back and I pray over my adrenals, and I pray over my immune system, and I pray over my body, and I know that I am going to be receiving healing. And there's a lot of lifestyle changes that I have to integrate in order to fully recover. And I just think it's a lifestyle that the Lord has always wanted me to live, and I knew that I had to live, but I didn't want to, and now this kind of forced me to, which is like not working so hard, having stricter boundaries with working, saying no more, stop people pleasing, stop being fearful of missing out, stop pushing myself physically with exercise and with work, stop taking on so much stress, trust God more, and just have a more like relaxed lifestyle. And even moving to Vancouver in general and getting married to someone like Adam, because he's much more chill than I am, has already set the pace of like a more relaxed lifestyle for me. And I think that that is what the Lord wants. So again, with this message for today, I'm really not looking to have a pity party and have anyone feel bad for me. If you would like to pray for my adrenal glands and my health and my immune system, I would really appreciate it. But this is not like a sob story. I probably seem sad, but I'm actually just very tired, and I'm trying to preserve my energy right now. And yeah, so I hope that this can inspire you. If either it could just be a reminder, if you are pushing yourself too hard, to just be mindful of that, or if you're struggling with taking on too much stress or not trusting God, or if you're struggling with putting boundaries up and just knowing that God is a God of boundaries because He cares and because He loves us. And that's it for this message. But what I also wanted to share with you guys for today, because my plan was to share this with you guys, is that, which I put on a community post, is, so just totally switching gears right now, is that for Covered by Grace Co., which is the clothing line and podcast that I have with my friend and business partner Natasha. We just put out a new collection that we have been working on this summer, and it has been so much fun putting this together. So that just launched just a couple of days ago, so I'm going to put the links to that. The thing also is that we are currently doing a giveaway. It depends on by the time you listen to this video, but the giveaway is going to be closing on September the 16th, 2022. And you just head to our Instagram to enter the giveaway. But I also just wanted to show you guys a couple of pieces really quickly. Again, this is going to be an uncut video, but first of all, I am wearing one of the shirts right now, which I guess it's going to be a little bit hard to see, but I'm just going to grab a couple of the sweaters because I wanted to show you guys. This has been my favorite sweater ever to wear. So it is a Covered by Grace Co. crew neck in vintage plum, and it definitely has this like vintage look, and it's also very soft inside. Me and Natasha seriously just love the pieces so much. Obviously I have all of them, but I'm just showing you guys a couple really quickly. And then this is my Jesus hoodie, which I feel like is just so hard to see on here, but like the quality, especially of this one, I just absolutely love. Both of the qualities for these are really great. I don't know why, I just really love this one, but I kind of wear them equally, so I just wanted to share that with you guys, because as much as we have photos up on the website and everything like that, it's not always easy to show or to describe the pieces. And if you guys are familiar with Aritzia, which is a Canadian brand, and I mean, I've been shopping there since I was like 13 or 14 years old, but I think it just kind of came to the States in the last couple of years, so it's become more popular. And anyways, me and Natasha were just saying that like the quality and the feel and the style of these sweaters remind us of like an Aritzia sweater or something like that, so we love it. And then we also have, we have a lot of different items. I just have a couple here, but we also have our Jesus hat as well. Sorry about the lighting. And I'm like very picky with hats, with like fit of hats, because I feel like, first of all, I have a lot of hair, and then I have ears that stick out pretty far. So generally when I put a hat on, it looks like crazy on me. But with this one, hold on, let me just fix my hair. I'm also wearing glasses, so that makes it a little bit harder. But this hat literally, like, it actually fits me well, except for my crazy hair right now, but this hat actually like fits my head very well, because I feel like I have like a small head as well. And it is just super comfortable, except for where is that hair coming from? Oh my gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy. I can't see anything in the viewfinder. All right. Anyways, so I just wanted to share this with you guys because the giveaway is happening right now. And oh my gosh, my hair is crazy. Okay, put these away. Okay, so anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys as well. And the other thing I wanted to say is that we are offering international shipping, which we had never offered before, and it has always been requested. We do ship out of the States, so if you're in the States, shipping is going to be, of course, the most affordable. But we do ship internationally as well right now, which is super exciting. And then the last announcement is that by the time you hear this video, in a couple of days, enrollment is going to be open for NowBloom Academy. So that's very exciting. So I just wanted to make all those announcements to you guys, share this message with you guys today, and I pray that it blesses you. Thank you so much for your support, to our subscribers, clients, students, Patreons, for all of your prayers, your comments, likes, everything like that. We really appreciate it. And again, sorry I don't have like the full energy in this video today. I'm like starting to fade right now, so I'm like, it's time for my nap. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we love you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye.